The governance systems of the past told you, you don't live for yourself, you live for others, you live for your family. This is Ubuntu. This is Ubuntu. The eyes of the entire community would be watching you as a young child who is growing up, to make sure that we grew up in the right way. And governance was rooted in the home. From the home, it moved into the community, and from the community into the nation. Already we are learning that conversation is the code to all communication. But as far as governance is concerned, there's no ruler who ruled the kingdom alone. You would always rule your kingdom together with the advice of your wise men, together with the advice of the queens, the advices of the princes, the advices of the headsmen, the advices of the heads of their own homes. These people came together to formulate a government. And I wish that when I'm talking about indigenous governance systems, these are the things that we are talking about. That instead of us voting politicians into power, we needed a community consultation where every community must be represented, not represented by politicians, but represented by the community leaders themselves. Families must be represented, tribes must be represented, cultures must be represented, and in the midst of the collective, the governments of the day must learn to take cues, not from foreign bodies and external bodies, but take cues from the indigenous people. The local people must be given the right to determine, to discuss, to converse their own politics, their own economics. Right now, our governments just wake up in the morning, they go and sign treaties with foreign countries, selling our countries to foreigners for millions of dollars, not for the benefit of the local people, but for the benefit of the politicians themselves, who open up accounts in foreign countries and they begin to enjoy the wealth of their own countries with foreign people that we don't even know. This is not governance. This is thuggery. This is theft. Our governments are actually a crime scene because they are not leading, they are not guiding, they are not protecting the people. They are protecting their own interests. What am I talking about? Traditional and indigenous governance systems places land in the hands of the people, places resources in the hands of the people, places destiny in the hands of the people, and the communities must be allowed to determine their own future. And by the way, not all future must become technological. Not all future must become industries. Not all future must become plastic. And this whole modern laughter and sarcasm we find in education, where those who have gone to Oxford and Manchester University come back to us and they shout to those that have not gone to university and mock them that they are not educated. It is not right. This whole thing of civilization is destroying the world altogether. You find that civilization is moving into the forests of Congo, moving into the forests of the Amazon, moving into indigenous lands, cutting down trees, putting down buildings and putting down factories that don't benefit those environments, but instead these civilizations are destroying our vegetation, destroying our habitat, polluting our water, contaminating our trees, contaminating our air, and in the name of civilization, we are converting this world into a concrete jungle. Civilization is not plastic. Civilization must be organic. For that reason, therefore, our governance must speak to our indigenous governance. Our medicine must speak to our indigenous medicine. Our fashion must speak to our indigenous fashion. Some people were laughing the other day, hey, these Africans are uncivilized, they put on skins. Hey, don't be so excited. Actually, skins are healthier than plastic foods, than plastic clothes, because skins are organic. Your body can speak to the skin, on your skin. But plastic on your body is cancerous. Plastic on your bra is cancerous. Hey, so-and-so is uncivilized, does not have a bra. The one without a bra is actually more civilized than the one with a bra. Hey, these Africans don't have pads. Do you know what is in these pads? All these chemicals that they put into our women's anatomy and biology is affected by these things. Hey, Africans are uncivilized because they don't have contraception. Do you know the side effects of contraception? So in the midst of the African, being excited about modern technologies, we must never forget that some of these technologies have huge side effects. Huge side effects. While they're treating one thing, they're destroying 10 other things. While they're building one building, they're destroying many other things. While they're saying we are going to be giving you progress, we're bringing development, some of these developments are not developments at all. It is a recipe for poverty. And by the time you know it, what we thought was democracy has actually become democracy. For democracy as we have it now, it's us electing a few people who become bullies, who become thieves to rob the system, instead of them consulting with the communities at large. Has Africa become a better place, or we are deteriorating? Is civilization making us civilized, or civilization is making us uncivilized? Maybe it's high time Africa stops to look back into the past and see where we are. We could begin to have an idea as to where are we going as a continent. Not everything that is civilized is actually civilized. Sankofa, we look back where we are coming from to establish where we are and rewrite our narrative as the African people. Are we becoming better people?